welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my great videos. In front of us we have the Radio Shack, model number 2000629, long number, AM FM long wave shortwave with single sideband portable radio. I purchased this radio for a total of $52 from eBay. Originally it was $62, had some scratches on it. The seller brought the price down. So yeah, did pretty good. Let's see. Here's the box. So it came in the box and the seller said it was mint. It got scratched because this cover here came loose, the glue, and it was rubbing against the LCD cover there, and it kind of scratched it up a little bit. I tried to take the scratches out, got most of them. So yeah, so I got a little bit of a deal on it. The radio is beautiful. So let's go over it. Here we go. Radio Shack, AM FM Shortwave Radio. Let's see, full shortwave receiver, direct entry system, PLL synthesized digital tuning, 45 station presets. Woohoo, watch out. I just did a Texan with 2,000. Holy cow, right? Okay, but that Texan costs twice as much. This is just for fun. Let's see. Start prospecting. Shortwave frequencies are capable of traveling hundreds or even thousands of miles. That means it can actually hear programming from across the globe. Yeah, let's globetrot. That's a pretty cool thing. See, they make it exciting. I like that. Yeah, you see this box, you're like reading the side going, yeah, I want this radio. Oh. Okay, frequency ranges for the frequency nuts in you. Man, I can't get this on camera. This box is gigantic. Okay, so you get the idea. Let's see what the back of this thing looks like here. All right. So yeah, picture of the radio there. Yeah, it shows like a green, kind of lit up screen. It's kind of dim, but it works. Here we go. There's some bullet points. You guys can pause and read those if you need to. There you go. Plus. Receive standard AM FM signals as well as shortwave. Okay, I guess that's a plus. Carries a wide assortment. Hey, look, Radio Shack carries a wide assortment of headphones. Sweet. Okay, let's open this up and get to it. So yeah, no, the seller was real generous and worked with me. And they got the radio a little cheaper, so that was nice. This thing is mint. Otherwise, this thing was fantastic. I paid a premium just because it was in good shape, and it is in good shape. So let's go ahead and pull the radio. I'm going to set that aside. I think there is an instruction manual in here, and the box is empty. So the instruction manual, let me, yeah, I'm going to have to zoom in and zoom back out. But for the instruction manual, I wanted to show you guys who are interested in this radio, might find it on eBay. There's a couple things to know. Operation, they have a cool like a little mode section. Let me just get to the frequency and show you what the coverage is. So there's your FM, your AM, your shortwave. Full coverage on shortwave, which is really nice. And you got single sideband. It's great. There's long wave. And here we go. Some digital tuning. So you got fine tuning also. So you can see the incremental tuning you can do. You got fast and slow, which is nice on the tuning wheel. So you got tuning wheel, not just buttons. So another bonus. There you go. This is just talking about you can radio alarms and clocks. I just wanted to show you. Here we go. There's a mode button, and the mode button lets you do these choices here. You can change from the FM from 100 to 200 steps there. You can do the AM 9 to 10, the clock 12-hour to 24-hour format. You can turn the beep on and off. I have it on right now for the video. It's not too obnoxious. And then you can change preset order, which is pretty nice. It talks about arranging them from low to high frequency, and that's actually what I like. But you know what? There's only 9 per band, and then shortwave gets 18. So I don't think you really need to worry about that too much because you can do it yourself. But it's there. And then you click about single sideband. But yeah, I wanted to show you that the mode thing there. It's pretty cool. I played with that earlier, trying to figure it out. But yeah, this is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Here's another chart talking about some frequencies, kind of power consumption, talk about the input, if you guys want to pause and read any of that stuff. Okay, so that's the book. All right, let's get to the radio. So it came with these little blisters still original in the box. I'm not sure when this radio was made. If I find out, I'll put a little pop-up here. If not, then oh well. Yeah, it's a good-looking radio. Look at that. I love it. And I'm loving Radio Shack radios. I've been collecting them for quite a while now. I enjoy them. Ever since my first Optimus radio I reviewed, I've been addicted to Radio Shack radios, and then with them going out of business, yeah, it's kind of a cool thing to have as a collector standpoint. So let's go ahead and show you dimensions of this radio. We're 8.5 inches across, including the tuning knob here. We are 5 inches tall. We have a depth of 1.5 inches. So not a bad size radio. There's no wrist strap. There's no carrying handle. So you just kind of it's a tabletop radio pretty much, but it's still portable. So it's battery operated. So let's go ahead and show you size comparisons. So I have to bring this back up again here. See how high this goes. Get this whole thing into frame. Yeah. All right, just on the edge. Okay, so I recently reviewed the PL660. And I'll just kind of put that in there for reference so you get an idea. For technology and where it's gone, kind of neat. There you go. And then, let's see, we got CC pocket. Yay, we always have that little radio handy. It's like as big as the speaker area on this radio. It's pretty funny. And then we got the Iron Man. Iron Man's coming to visit. Hang on one second. Just bring this back down. Iron Man, he's got to make the appearance. There he is. All right. Okay, features of the radio. There's quite a few. On the left-hand side, we have, let's see here, we have a Clarify. That's for single sideband. We have a antenna input for shortwave and FM. Here we have a DX local switch for the FM and shortwave. Here we have a switch for FM or FM stereo, or when you're on shortwave, single sideband, or AM mode. I'll put that on AM mode. Here we have a headphone jack. A lot of low-level hiss on this radio. I was kind of disappointed by that, but the FM stereo is fantastic, and most listening is okay with this port. You'll probably find yourself using the speaker more. Here is a DC in of 6 volts. See a little AC adapter. You can plug it in there. On the front of the radio, Radio Shack. Here we have a speaker grill, and behind that is a 3-inch speaker. PLL FM stereo AM long wave shortwave synthesizer receiver. All right. Here we have the LCD display. If you'll notice, there's a lock symbol there. I have it locked at the moment. This is displaying time 1. You have 2 times, or 2 time zones. You can put 2 time zones on here, which is nice. Your local time and your UTC. It's how I have it. And you can toggle that, and I'll show you that in a moment. And if you look here at the bottom, it has shortwave band, and it shows you the coverages, which is pretty nice. So you can kind of equate the band and what you're going to get when you toggle to those broadcast bands. So that's nice. And of course, you can tune in between the bands. That's what makes this thing so beautiful of a radio. Okay, so to the right here, we have a light button. Again, it's really dim here. When we're doing an audio test, I'll try to turn the lights off and you guys can see that more. But if it's really dark, probably enough to see it. That's good enough for me. Power button has a sleep function timer. We have a display mode, so when you're playing the radio, you can toggle your clock, which is nice. Here's the mode button I talked about and showed you in the book, where you can set the modes like turn the beep off, adjust your 9 to 10K stepping, those little features I showed you. Here we have 2 alarms. You can wake up to a buzzer or a radio. And here we have a tuning indicator. It turns green. And then when you're in single sideband mode, it turns red. And then when you are in tune on single sideband, it turns orange. So it's a multifunction tuning light. Here we have a band select button to go through your bands. Here we have a shortwave select to go through the shortwave bands when you're on shortwave. Here we have shortwave page and clock 1 and 2. So this lets you toggle the 2 clocks. Let me just unlock this real quick here. Show that to you. You can toggle between the 2 clocks here. If you hit it once, it shows you UTC for 7 seconds and goes back to the original time, which is a handy feature. So that I like that. And then shortwave page is you get 9 presets for AM, FM, long wave, and you get 18 for shortwave. So you use this button to access the second bank of your shortwave presets. Here you'll see the numeric keypad, very nice for direct entry. I love it. Here we have a memory button to select to add memory. And again, it's very simple and very easy to do. AM, PM setting. We have a memory scan feature, which you could use, but again, with 9 presets on most bands, I don't even know if it's worth it. Here's your memory delete and confirmation. And then we have an enter key, which access for frequency and time set. So a lot of fun, a lot of buttons. Here we have, let's see, what's it say? Auto memo. Yeah, okay, so if you hold both these buttons together, it's like an auto tuning system thing. It'll tune all the stations and add them by strongest frequency first on your 9, whatever you have. Again, it's not something I'd ever use because, again, you're limited on presets. But this is your up and down tuning. And then you can also do seek forward and seek down, which is nice. On the right-hand side, we have a tuning knob, which is great. So you can do normal tuning with the tuning knob. And then it has a push-in feature. So when you push this in, it'll let you change the stepping from fast to slow to fine tuning. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. We also have a tone control, which is great. 3 steps, music, normal, and news. Here's that lock feature you saw me use. And then we have the volume wheel, Yeah, very handy on its own there. I like that. Bottom of the radio, we have a reset button in case the radio glitches out. It does stand on its own. Top of the radio, we have a long antenna, 37 inches, swivels 360 degrees. Decent reception on this. I'm enjoying it a lot. And I did pick up some local hams and some distant hams with it. I'm having a lot of fun listening to them. So, yeah, my thing is single sideband radios right now because, yeah, I'm excited. I like listening to hams. All right, so here is the back. They got a little UTC chart on the little flip-out stand. I think that thing's in there pretty tight. Again, this radio's in great shape for being an older radio. Or I don't know how old it is technically, but it's in good shape. And I got a sticker behind there. I don't know what it says. I think it says the model number. Yeah, you guys can see that. There you go. See the model number, a little venting there. And I'll close that up. There's our frequency chart again for you guys. It takes 4 AA batteries when you're in battery mode. And again, more vented case. It's got kind of like little finger grooves to hold on to it. That's kind of nice. Pretty basic setup here. Little rubber feet when you got the stand out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it on and listen to it. Yeah. But you know what? I got to talk about FM reception, and then we'll do that. Let me just, while I'm talking, I'll raise my antenna. So FM reception, I found 65 stations with this outside. Yeah, I took it outside, and that's what I found. So I'd give the sensitivity about good to very good. What really knocks this radio down is its FM selectivity isn't fantastic. I don't know if it's because it's this PLL synthesized FM. No matter what I did, the faint stations are having a difficult time getting through with the stronger stations. So I give it around an okay to good, so an average rating for selectivity. It's just that those fines, those smaller stations, those weaker stations, you're just not going to hear them. They're going to be obliterated by the stronger stations. And no, lowering my antenna doesn't matter. Adding an external antenna doesn't matter on the sensitivity. So yeah, it is what it is. Selectivity isn't fantastic. So with that said, let's just go ahead and go through the band and kind of hear for yourself. And I'm just going to have the whip here fully extended to 37 inches. I believe it's fully extended. Let me check. Yep. And we'll see what we can hear. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So we're at the bottom. I'm going to tune with the buttons here.
Why? Because dietary codes of Orthodox Judaism which were marked by racial resentment.
Starts to shake a little bit. Lying down. When the fire comes in, and he was lying down outside. And this.
The gambit on
You say you're serious about fighting fake news.
Limited and more starting at $90 per month.
apparently it's super cool to this boy.
Okay, now I'm going to do some seeking with it.
That is only tacit. It is only. You hearing? Walking by the campfire, it's the same. Like your personal. Vodka in the mid '90s.
So you get the idea there. So I already have, like you can see, 6 presets added. So you can just kind of go to them right away by hitting the Moonbear keypad.
Your favorite favorite fun food.
With the right lane closed there for Lollapalooza.
You got the tone control.
Lollapalooza closures being set up. Tri-State northbound 294 tighten the Cermak Toll Plaza with construction, and the southbound side's fine. If you're on to Veterans, that is at 355
Normal.
slow both directions between North Avenue and Butterfield because of construction. Good traffic and weather together on the 8s every 10 minutes. On News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
Partly to mostly cloudy.
Okay, so you got a little taste of the FM. It's not bad, actually. The strong stations come in nice and they sound really good. The reception as far as those are amazing. And of course, with the headphones, FM stereo just sounds really good. So we're going to go ahead and do Radio Todderbert, which is set to preset number 1 here. Okay. Go ahead and turn on my transmitter. There we go. I like the sound coming out of the speaker. It sounds really good.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
There you go, we got a little taste of it. You get to see kind of what that backlight looks like. It's not the greatest. There's 2 little dim LEDs, but you know what? If it's a real dark room, you'll be able to make it out. Let me go ahead and just turn off my stuff here. Unplug my transformers. Okay, so let's explore the shortwave. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to clip a wire. Let's see. Sometimes, let's see if it's going to overload it or not. So I had some overloading a little bit out of the wire, so I had to adjust it, but we'll see how it does. Let's go to, now you hit band to change your band. So we're going to go to shortwave. I had some ham activity right here earlier. So if you wanted to fine adjustment, you just push this knob in. Now we're on 1 kilohertz stepping. There we go. Let's just show you a single sideband. Goes in mode there.
I'll be right back.
Trying to get me a tune. I was able to earlier. The clarify knob can be kind of touchy on this radio. we're going to go ahead and we're going to exit that mode, and we're going to scroll through here until we find anything else. So that's with my wire disconnected. Added the wire back.
Not doing anything wonderful for Greasy, but it's getting me out next time.
So there you go. Let's find some broadcast. You can enter direct too. Oops. So here. And I think I showed you could change the bands.
That's not where he started.
Love the large readout.
And his term officially ends on August 7th. They
这预防人员的利益，义气可双方会谈基础上。
Tres y podría seguir en carrera por los servicios de otro pitcher cubano.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a band scan with this radio. This radio is really good too. Love it. I think it's pretty good for $50. I mean, that thing's like mint, never been used. It looks like. Just love it. Now, I know people have mentioned that this is the ATS 505 Sangean. It looks like a Sangean just by these buttons and the way it operates. Alright, so we're going to go... There's a lot on here going on. Music. Okay. Let's go back to 7. Show you the fine tuning. I like the no mute on tuning with the knob, but you do have mute when you do this. So if I seek with the buttons, you notice that it mutes it. That's the only downside because you're going to pass it up. I mean, this receiver isn't that good at picking up the stations when you're using these, so you'll pass up some stations. If you noticed, it goes right back to fast when you hit a button, so you got to hit it again if you want to go slow again. So it gives a little taste for the shortwave. There is long wave on here, but the long wave is very minimal, so I'll show it to you. I never get anything on it. I mean, I can fine tune it and show you there's just nothing here. It's completely dead. They don't have an expanded long wave on here. Okay, so that's long wave. But it has it, so there you go. Let's see. Let's go to AM. All right, yeah, my 740. So listening to some classic radio shows tonight on this. It was cool. Some Dragnet. Yeah, Dragnet's awesome. All right. Yeah, you guys should visit my Patreon page. At the end of the video, a little link comes up here. It says support Patreon. Just click it. You don't have to support. You can just go on there and you can check it out. And I have a lot of classic radio shows, and I put them up there for the public to enjoy. I have fun with it. You guys can check it out. All right, so let's do some AM scanning real quick. We're going to just probably just go to the bottom, see what I can find real quick. I can spend a lot of time. It's fairly sensitive. It's a medium wave.
Science. The left log.
Local.
The average daily rate, revenue per available room, and room revenue.
And while the room supply is growing with new hotels being built, the
WMT.
pace of growth is at very low levels.
Our average
That's Iowa. It's 175 miles, 5,000 watt tower. CFCO, Chatham, Ontario. 310 miles, 6,000 miles away. 6,000 miles away. What the heck? 310 miles, 6,000 watt tower. Yeah, my brain's dead today. Okay, let's just go to the fun stuff. Well, some of these are pretty loud.
Again, the Reds.
700 WLW. Zoomer. Yeah, sounds awesome. Always does. Let's see. I don't know if it'll pick up WSB. You can try that. WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles. Sweet. We're definitely going to do a band scan with this radio. This radio is awesome. Let's see if we can get to 840, WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. KOA Denver, not really coming in too clear. CJBC, Toronto. Beautiful thing. It works awesome with a loop.
Réservoir, elle est en repérage aujourd'hui. On va l'accrocher au vol. Et à l'autre bout de l'aventure, il y a le circuit des festivals. Quand le film est prêt à être dévoilé, c'est le début de la vie du film. Et on va aller du côté de Vendôme en France, où en ce moment travaille Félix Dufour-Laperrière. On a appris la semaine dernière que son premier long métrage d'animation.
870. The camera. It's WWL New Orleans. Not really picking it up, but it gets a lot of stations. I mean, you can direct enter. Whoops. Doing presets. Direct enter, enter. 1540. We'll go KXEL.
The Constitution is set up with
about 210 miles away, but it's just a nice station I like to listen to on the weekends. Sounds great.
Now, when any so LeBron James not just
Ohio Station. CHHA Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles, and then you got WCK. WKC. I can't remember this one now. I'm all tongue-tied. 1630 is KCJJ, Iowa City. Iowa, 175 miles, 1,000 watt tower, but they do music, which is great. Nice to listen to. Always good to find music stations on the AM band. I love to listen to it. So that gives you a quick idea of the AM band. Like I said, we're going to do a nice band scan on here. We'll probably do a daytime and nighttime. We'll do some more hams. That was fun. So let's turn that off. Okay. Yeah, let's do some final thoughts on the Radio Shack 200629. I think I'll call it that. AM FM long wave shortwave with single sideband radio. Yeah, I love it. If you could pick one up, go for it. I mean, I don't know what the going rate was, between 40 to 50 bucks, maybe 30 if you can find a decent used one. I said mine was mint in the box, so I paid a little bit of a premium, but then the seller gave me some money off. So at the end of the day, this was 52 bucks. Worked out really nice. Pretty happy with the $52 radio. I'll be honest with you, I bought $20 clunkers, and this thing is nice. I'm glad to have it. It's mint condition. It works real well. Yeah, I wish I had more memories, but this thing does quite a bit for what it is. I'm really happy with it. So if you see one of these, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Pick it up and enjoy the shortwave. It's just, for me, it's all about the shortwave. It's all about being able to hear the hams, CW, so I can start learning what they're sending. There's just a lot of, I just love the features, the direct entry keypad. The FM stereo does sound very good on this radio. The FM does sound well when you get the stations, the bigger stations locked in. Medium wave sounds fantastic. It does a great job picking up faint stations. Even during the day, it was nice. I enjoyed that. The 3-tone select switch is really good. The dual time, this is really neat because you can go local and then you can go international, UTC. I like having that feature. I think that's really nice. I don't know if I'll use the dual alarm modes, probably not, but there it is. So go buy one, yeah. I don't know, go on eBay, check them out. So if you like this radio, you like the presentation of this radio by Todderbert, that's me. Give me a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. 2, if you're new to the channel and you're like, Radio Shack, I love Radio Shack. And you're like, who the hell is Todderbert? Well, find out. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I put a video out every evening of classic, new, all different types of portable radios. You name it, I'm reviewing it, having fun, just having a good time. That's what it's about here. Radios are fun. Remember that. Todderbert says. And 3, make sure to comment below what you think about this Radio Shack model. Like I said, I think it's an ATS 505 Sangean. That's what the seller said it was. Model number 20629. And, I think I got a good deal on it for what it does. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.